Hey guys, I've got a foundation review today. I'm rocking my hat because I'm painfully lazy and I've got horrible hair at the moment. It's just not styling how I want it to, and it needs to be washed so that it will sit properly. It's not actually dirty, it's not sitting right. Dunno. But I've got a quick review really, on the Vichy Dermablend. Now obviously I'm limited to my uses of this foundation since I've only got a sample from Glossybox. But it wasn't until I received this foundation and then all of a sudden it started like propping up here and there, and I started learning a bit more about it. And on this card thing it says that like it's supposed to mask like amazing flaws. Like they've got little examples here of this woman who's got ridiculous bags under her eyes, and then it's amazingly airbrushed gone, and a couple of like beauty marks and scars and stuff like that. So I was quite intrigued, and because I've never used more than a drugstore foundation, to be honest. I've never ventured into MAC or Chanel or any other higher brand. It's all been like Rimmel, Maybelline, Max Factor and stuff like that. And it gives you a couple of ways to apply this depending on what you're trying to cover. The main problem for me is my circles under my eyes, so I was just going for like the everyday basic application. And in this packet it gave me 6 shades, which 2 I've lost, but the range is fair Caucasian, fair Asian, and then it goes to dark Caucasian. So it gives you 6 colour samples, which where I'm still a little bit tanned from holiday, it was really difficult for me to choose what my shade would be, because I'm so used to going to like normal colours that I knew of. So trying to figure out what I was really difficult for me personally, and I think I ended up trying the darkest shade, which was a bit dark in comparison, and yeah, I finally ended up trying to figure out a shade. So I think this is a cream foundation, and it looks like that when you've got it on your finger. It doesn't feel too thick, and it feels like you could work it in quite well, but I'm just not too sure if it's hiding much. So that's that on my hand. Okay, so I've just gone in with 13 Light Clear, and as you can see, got a bit of a vein there. I'm just going to go and see if it will actually mask it. This colour again isn't right for my skin tone, but I want to see the actual coverage of it. Okay, so it's there. And you can see the vein isn't as prominent as what it would normally be. So like that's my vein on my other hand. So I know the colour isn't great. You can see my vein there. And then that's the arm. And you can see it just there. So it does hide somewhat. But to the point where they're saying that it's hidden acne scars and intense redness and stuff like that, I don't believe it to be that. And so I went from the lightest shade, maybe? No. I went from the darkest shade of the light section to the darkest shade of the darker section. This is the lighter one, and then this is the darker one. And I can see a little bit of colour variation between them, but I'm not too sure if it's like a massive difference, which might give me some indication of why I was struggling so much. But yeah, so what am I, 16? Okay. So this here is the lightest shade, and this here is the darkest shade. So you can see there's quite a lot going on between the 6 colours that are in the sample. But I don't know how I felt about it. I didn't have any expectations, I didn't know what to expect, and I don't know, just seeing it on my skin, I'm not too sure how I feel about it. But because it is, when you put your finger into the pot, it does feel quite thick consistency, but it feels quite nice on the back of my hand, and it doesn't feel like it's moving or sliding. Like, I'm rubbing my hand over it, it doesn't feel like it's like rubbing off onto that hand. But I don't know, I've only tried it out twice, and I haven't got it on at the moment. What I'm going to do is be doing a get ready with me video where I will be wearing this foundation, so I can go a little bit into the application of it then, because I need to sit down and figure out my colour properly. But when I first tried it, I thought, oh god, this is going to sit on my face, it's going to feel horrible, but it didn't feel that bad. And if I was to have some help choosing a shade, I probably would buy into this foundation, because it is quite a nice foundation to be using. It doesn't feel too thick and heavy, and I don't know about it covering what it's meant to cover, but foundation, I struggle only with my eyes with foundation, and I've learnt to kind of apply concealer and try that way, so that wouldn't be a big problem for me. However, I don't know the price of this foundation, so the price alone could steer me away from not buying into it. But yeah, it was a good experience because I've never tried anything like this, but I'm not too sure on it. And I tried it with my fingers as well, so all I literally did was run my finger in the pot, and then I was like wiping it with my face, and then I was trying to like blend it in, and I just felt like it wasn't going anywhere. Like, when I've just applied it on the back of my hand, I know it's a smaller span, but it felt like it applied better on the back of my hand to the way that it did on my face when I first tried it. So I'm thinking about trying it with a brush, and seeing how it differs that way. And I'll do that before I have like my final conclusion of it. So yeah, that's that. I don't know how much help this video is going to be. In my head I feel like I'm just rambling, and I've written like little keynotes down, but I just feel like I've gone all higgledy-piggledy and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that's that review done. I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye.